24, Season 8, Episode 24, Season Finale, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Interesting episode, interesting ending. President Taylor gets a conscious. Of course, the conscious she gets is Jack Bauer, the conscious. Jack Bauer lives on. It's one of those debates whether they were going to kill him in the last episode of 24, but basically he doesn't. He stays alive, of course. He says his tearful goodbye to Chloe and the nation. Basically, while he's giving his teary-eye to Chloe, he's basically, thank you for standing by me. Thank you for being there for me when I'm crazy and I'm not at my best. And basically, while he's telling Chloe, he's telling the nation, the American audience, the world audience, that basically the 24th season is ending, and basically he's saying his goodbyes to everybody. Or is it ended? Because we know we loved our 24. Peace treaty is ready to go, which was what season 8 was all about. But Taylor hears Jack's video to daughter, and she realizes she was in the wrong. She gets her conscience and basically doesn't sign the peace treaty because she doesn't believe it's right, and because of Jack Bauer's conscience. And basically Logan shoots himself, but might be still alive, because that's how 24 works, where they knew that basically in this it's a very teary-eyed ending, this last episode, because we didn't think that was ever going to come back. But of course, the fans who abandoned 24 in season 8 were the reason why it was canceled, or they weren't going back, because the ratings were getting very bad. They weren't like really, really bad, but they weren't the exceptional ratings that they were. So basically they had to go away for a little bit, which is like what Fox is like in the program of like, kind of like, let's give people as much as they possibly want. Let's like dig it. Let's like hit it over their heads, just like the American Idol show, just like their other shows, until the people revolt. And basically that's what they did with 24. We got bored of it, because basically we only can see so many double twists and like going rogue, and basically someone coming out of nowhere being the villain, and basically Jack saving the world one last time, or Jack going to be dead one more time. We only could take so much of it, and basically it needs to go away for a little bit. But of course, after a couple years, people wanted it back because they love this show so much, and it's really a great show in so many different ways. It's really well done, but it just needed to go away for a couple years, and because we were just sick and tired of these kind of similar storylines, but then now we want it back. So the reason why it got canceled is because it was such a good show that basically, but it repeated its greatness so many times, and basically people needed to go away. And the great analogy I can give is that, the Atlanta Braves, I'm a big baseball fan. Atlanta Braves were a great baseball team in the 1990s, and they won so many division titles over and over again, and they were so great that the fans just got used to it, and they got bored by it because they didn't have the ebbs and flows. And sometimes you need ebbs and flows in life to really appreciate the greatness of things, or you need to go away for a while, which is 24 is going away. But we love Jack Bauer. We want him to come back. This was a very risky last 8 episodes of the season, where we're seeing the worst of Jack Bauer. We're seeing the tension where Jack Bauer is basically trying to figure out what the truth is, and it's really not like his own plot destination. It was kind of an emotional destination for Jack Bauer. So basically it was very character-driven instead of plot-driven, which is 24 was so key at. I think the creators knew that this was going to be the last season probably all along, despite the ratings. But we want to see what's going to happen, because we know the Russians and the Americans are after Jack Bauer, and he's still alive as he runs away in New York City in the last episode. Is Kim going to be okay? Is Chloe coming back? What about Logan? Is he dead? What about Taylor? What happened to Taylor? All these kind of like, which soap opera-y kind of comments I make. Love this show. It's going to come back. I can't wait for it to come back in the summer of 2014, and I'll be doing more reviews for that. That is my review. Over and out.